Okay, welcome to part 2. In the last video we loaded up our keylogger into .NET Reflector and we found the encrypted strings. So now we're going to get on to actually decrypting them. There are loads of different types of keyloggers, and in this video obviously I'm only going to be describing one of the methods, but in future videos we'll go through some others and hopefully you'll be able to get the gist and be able to do it yourself no matter what the kind of keylogger. Because sometimes when it's declaring the variable here for the email or the password or whatever, it will use a function to get the value of the variable, in which case it can be a lot easier because you can just click the function and you can get the decryption method straight away. But if there isn't a function, we're going to have to start looking around the other files. You're going to want to make a note, or if you can just, you'll see what I mean in a minute, but you'll need to know the variable name for one of these, because that's what we're going to be looking for. We're going to look for a function that uses this variable name. The variable name is the bit after, like the module one or whatever file you're in here. It's going to be the thing after that. So in this case, the email address, the variable name is max or JGE or whatever. So you just want to keep that in your mind, just so when you're looking around you can just have a quick glance for that and you can find when it's using the encrypted string. Now, some common places that you need to look are, I know here it says we've got the DDD decode here, and that seems obvious that you will just click there, but the thing is we need a key for using that function, and sometimes it won't be named like that. So I aren't going to show you just going straight into that and copying it, because that would be pointless for the ones that aren't named like that. So there's two places that you normally want to look straight away. You want to find the send email function or something like that, because obviously sending the email, so typically you're going to need to decrypt it at some point. Now we can see here, nowhere does it use that variable name. We've already got different variable names here from our. You can see here client.credentials equals new network credential, and this is where the username and password would be. But this is using like different variable names than before, so they've already been decrypted in this function. So now we're going to go into the main void to see if in there it decrypts them, and we can see here straight away that it decrypts them here. We know this because it's using the variable that we remembered earlier, max or JGE or whatever. Module1.DDD decode, so it's setting the value of, it's resetting the value of the variable to decoded version of the current variable. So the decoded version of the encrypted string with the key. This is your key here. The second argument is your key. This is very important. In some keyloggers it's the same, but obviously it's best to check first, and that's system.net. So the next thing we're going to be doing is actually making our decryptor. To do this you're going to need Visual Basic or something like that open. I'll get this sorted first. You're going to want to just have a plain Windows form. Go onto your toolbox, add a button. I'm just going to call this decrypt. Well, not call it decrypt, but change the text to decrypt. You're then going to add some text boxes. We're going to set it out exactly the same as it's just declared, so we're going to have the first argument, encrypted string, second argument, key, decrypt, and then the third box will be the decrypted string. Sorry about that, guys, I had to pause the video. My phone was ringing. Where was that? Oh yeah, we'd started a form application. So now we're just going to go back to our .NET Reflector, and you can see here we're going to see where it's using the variable, and we're going to steal this function. Well, not steal, but copy it. So you're going to click the function that's a DDD decode, and we're going to copy that into our VB application. See here we get loads of errors, and that is because we haven't got all the imports. So we'll just do, I can't remember which ones we actually need, so there we go, that one. Which other one is there? Import system.txt, there we go. Now we're going to go back to here. Well, no, we won't actually. We'll go back to our VB application. 4.1 design, click decrypt. We're going to set text blocks free. So this is what happens when we click the button. Text.free.text equals triple DSD code. So we're going to name the function, and then in brackets, first argument will be textbox1.text. Second argument textbox2.text. That's about it. So we'll run that now. Here we go. So we'll go back to this now. We're just going to click back to get back to where we were. As you can see here, the key is system.net, so we'll copy and paste that, and that goes in your second box. We'll go back to where the variables were declared. We'll copy and paste the email. Email goes in the top box, the encrypted email. Decrypt, and we get the email address. We'll get the password. Just to point out there, that's a perfect example. Oh, I didn't mean maximize it. That's a perfect example of where it's not the same as that email address. Alright, crap. I forgot to add that in. You need to add a caption just to make sure if you do get any errors or whatever. We're not going to crash the program. I'll just add that in. Before the function, just put try, and then catch, return error, and try. There we go. That's just so, because you can see there that I copy and pasted the password but forgot to take out the quotation mark here. Put the key back in, decrypt, and there's the password. It's really that simple. I know this is only one type of keylogger and there are many different other ones. In the next video I'll go through another type of keylogger, so hopefully if I go through a couple of types you'll get the gist of how to do it yourself and how to figure out where the decryption methods are and things like that.